Are you looking for a brand new home in one of Charleston's most desirable locations, Park Circle in North Charleston? If so, then this video is for you. Today, I'm bringing you the 3 newest communities, 2 of which just got released and 1 that is still coming soon, so that you can be one of the first to jump on these very limited opportunities. There are only a total of 31 homes across these 3 different communities, so they will undoubtedly sell out fast. Stick around for all the details. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm a realtor here in the Charleston, South Carolina area. I'm the team leader of the Elevate team at eXp Realty, and my team and I love helping people just like you make their smooth move to Charleston, as well as sell properties here in the Charleston area. So whether you're buying or selling, please reach out and we would love to see how we can help. All the contact information you need is in the description and pinned in the comments. All right, now one thing I always have to say in videos about new construction is that if you are interested in these communities, please reach out to my team directly. New construction is one of our specialties, and if you bypass us and go straight to the builder for information, then you are not going to have your own representation down the road. At that point, you'll be working directly with the builder, and working with a realtor who represents you is super important in real estate. So let us advocate for you and ensure that you have as smooth of a process as possible from the beginning all the way to closing and beyond. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about Park Circle. In recent years, Park Circle has become one of the trendiest and most sought after areas in all of Charleston, and for good reason. I have an entire video about Park Circle, so if you haven't seen that one, go ahead and make sure that you pull it up next so that you can get the full scoop on all that Park Circle has to offer. For now, I'll cover a few highlights. Park Circle is part of the city of North Charleston. There is a roundabout here, which is where Park Circle gets its name, and they just finished an incredible $20 million redevelopment of this area. It's now home to the world's largest inclusive playground. Families can engage in play that nurtures their motor skills, sensory perception, cognitive abilities, and social and emotional growth. My 2-year-old niece just went for the first time, and she absolutely loved it. A stunning new community building was also a part of this redevelopment project, and it's complete with a theater and meeting rooms where art, culture, and community gatherings will find a new home. An inclusive baseball field stands ready to host games that encourage friendly competition, and a versatile performance and event space is poised to become the stage for countless memorable moments. There's also a disc golf course here, as well as the North Charleston Farmers Market, seasonally on Thursdays from 3 to 7. All 3 of the communities that I'll be covering today are about a mile or less from this circle, so it's pretty awesome that you would be able to walk or bike to this area. East Montague Avenue is where you could say is the main strip of Park Circle, with some amazing restaurant, bars, and shops. There are also festivals here throughout the year, like the Park Circle Art Walk, St. Patrick's Day Parade, and Park Circle Pride. Park Circle is also home to some great breweries and distilleries, like Holy City Brewing, Common House Ale Works, Coast Brewing Company, Wind and Waves Brewing, Nipatati Distillery featuring their new Wave-style gin, and the Firefly Distillery, home of their now famous sweet tea vodka. Riverfront Park is a Charleston County park in this part of North Charleston. The Riverfront Park Performance Pavilion is a popular event venue for concerts and other festivals, and it's home to the Greater Charleston Naval Base Memorial, which honors members of our naval forces. The former Navy Yard is also being revitalized. It will be a mixed-use urban center development with 1.2 million square feet of residences, office spaces, green spaces, shopping and dining areas, and an outdoor events venue and concert hall. This is still a ways out from opening, but when it does, it will be sure to change the landscape and makeup of this part of town. Another thing that people like about Park Circle is its easy access to 526 and 26. You can quickly get to the airport, downtown Charleston, the Joint Base, or really anywhere else you want to go. Finally, one thing that some people really love about Park Circle is that In the majority of neighborhoods, you can actually do short-term rentals here. So if you are looking for an investment opportunity like an Airbnb, this is actually one of the parts of Charleston where you can, for the most part, actually set up an Airbnb. If you've ever looked into purchasing an investment property here in the Charleston area, then you'll know that it's actually pretty difficult. Most neighborhoods and towns and cities have a very strict short-term rental rules, and it's just not allowed in the majority of places here. At the time of this recording, most of Park Circle still allows short-term rentals, of course, not within some HOA neighborhoods, but one of the things about Park Circle is that the majority of Park Circle is actually non-HOA neighborhoods, and it seems that's how people like it and plan to keep it. All right, let's move on now to talk about the 3 new micro neighborhoods that are currently being built in Park Circle. All 3 of these communities are built by DRB Homes, which maybe you've never heard of before because they are not a nationwide builder. They are primarily in the southeast as far north as Pennsylvania, I believe across 10 states, and personally I think that they build a great home. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, these are very small communities, anywhere from 9 to 11 homes, so maybe even the word community is a little bit of a stretch. But in Park Circle, there's just not huge amounts of open land anymore. There's just these small patches that builders are acquiring and putting on a handful of homes as they can fit them into the existing landscape. So this is not your traditional neighborhood that you distinctly drive into and there's a pool and all these amenities. As I said, most of these neighborhoods in Park Circle at large are non-HOA, and 2 of the 3 communities that we are going to discuss are also non-HOA. All right, so let's get into the first one. The first community is Cooper River Towns. This location is walkable to Riverfront Park, the future Navy Yard development, and all the restaurants, shops, and breweries that Park Circle has to offer. This is a townhome community. The next 2 that I'm going to get to next are single family. Cooper River Towns will be made up of 11 townhomes total, starting in the $500,000 range. 2 of these homes have actually already sold, so now there are 9 opportunities left. There are 2 different floor plans. One is the Fenwick, which will be 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2.5 to 3 bathrooms, 1-car garage, and ranging from 1,490 square feet to 1,502 square feet. The next floor plan is the Brook Green with 3 to 5 bedrooms, 2.5 to 3 bathrooms, 1-car garage, and 1,941 square feet. Now, an interesting thing about the Brook Green floor plan is that they have this option on the ground floor where you can actually create a guest suite with an ensuite bathroom and a large flex area. So if you wanted to live in the home, but short-term rental the very bottom floor, then you could absolutely do that. Some people are interested in generating income while they live in a property, which really helps you maximize if you're able to recoup some of your costs through renting out part of your property. And it'd be easier to manage because you're already there on site. Now, that's certainly not for everybody, but it is a popular investing style, especially if you're getting into investing and find it overwhelming. This is going to be really easy because you're going to qualify for the mortgage just like you normally would as a primary resident. You're going to be living in the home. It's just that you will be renting out the bottom floor. Real estate investors actually call this house hacking. So if you're looking for a good house hack, this could be a prime location to do it. Now, because these are townhouses, there is an HOA here. It's currently $475 per month, but that does include your lawn care and your exterior maintenance, so things like your roof are included. And it also includes your insurance. So it's really not a bad HOA when you think about all that you're getting. These homes will be ready for move-in around August and are priced from $499,990 for a Fenwick with 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and 1,457 square feet, up to a max of around $570,000 for one of the homes with a marsh view. And then they have some in between as well in the low to mid 500s. The next new construction DRB community is called River's Edge. This location is on the other side of Sproul Avenue, just off of South Rhett Avenue. South Rhett will take you right to the actual circle where the playground is, and then you can cut over to East Montague from there to get to the abundance of dining and shopping options. River's Edge is going to be made up of 9 single-family homes in about the $600,000 price range. There is no HOA here, and this community also features the Brook Green floor plan that I just talked about earlier. One thing builders do when they are building the same floor plan in a community is that they make the outside look different so that when you're in the neighborhood, you don't just see the exact same looking home right next to each other. Even though the floor plan inside is the same, at least there's some variety to the outside so that it's not so cookie cutter. The outside is called the elevation. So they're offering at least 5 different elevations to the Brook Green here, which is nice so that there is some variety. So this floor plan has an open concept kitchen with a large quartz island open to a breakfast area, flex area, and family room. There are some optional features available, which include a study and fireplace. The primary suite has a walk-in closet, dual vanities, and an oversized shower. And as I was talking about a minute ago with this floor plan, the first floor is pretty flexible. So if you don't do another bedroom with bath down there, you can just have this huge open flex room, game room, whatever you want to have down there. These homes will be ready to move into July, August, and September of this year. There are 2 homes for a July closing that both have 4 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. One of them is priced at $596,990, and the other one is at $603,990. Moving on to the third upcoming new construction community in Park Circle, we have the Overlook at Noisette Creek. This is a similar location to the Cooper River Towns. It's walkable to Riverfront Park and all of the restaurants, shops, and breweries. In fact, it's even closer. It's probably a 2-minute walk to Holy City Brewing, the Codfather, which is a really well-known fish and chips shop, Firefly Distillery, the Junction, which is a great breakfast spot, Quarterman Park, and so much more. The Overlook will have single-family elevated homes starting from the $600,000. There will be 11 homes total with 2 brand new floor plans, and once again, there is no HOA here. Now, they haven't officially started selling yet or building here. They will soon. I just drove by and you can see what it looks like. It is a plot of grass right now, but I know they expect to open up sales here very shortly. Now, they've already started the permitting process here with the floor plans and the structural options. So things like deciding how many bedrooms and bathrooms, all of that is set in stone. However, if you were to purchase one of these homes by about the end of July, then you would get in time to be able to still select your design options. So if you want to pick out your backsplash and the color of your cabinets and your floors and all that fun stuff, then you could still do it if you buy soon. If not, the builder is going to move forward with selecting all of these design features so that they can complete the home. This is what's called a spec home or an inventory home, and you'll be able to buy it at any point all the way up until it's done and ready to go, if it will even last that long. But the point is that everything will already be picked out for you. Both of the floor plans will be a 2-story home with a drive-under 1-car garage. The low tide will be 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2.5 to 3.5 bathrooms, and between 1,857 and 1,887 square feet. The sandhill will be 3 to 5 bedrooms, 2.5 to 3.5 bathrooms, and between 2,011 and 2,172 square feet. When it's all said and done with all the options, these homes will have a fairly large swing as far as their finished price point. It'll be anywhere from the $700,000 up to about $900,000 for the homes with the creek views. That wraps up the latest news about new construction coming to Park Circle. Again, if you have questions about these communities or any other communities, you can find me and my team by reaching out to us. All the contact information is in the description and the comments. Now, if you love new construction just like we do, I invite you to go to the description where you'll find a link that all you have to do is put in your name and email. It takes about 5 seconds, if that, and you will get a list of all of the latest new construction in our area. So you can then sort it by price and location, but if you want to see all the amazing new construction in Charleston, which by the way, we have a lot of, then that is the easiest way to get your list of all of the available inventory. If you found this video helpful, I would super appreciate it if you would take a moment to like it and subscribe to the channel so that you can be the first one to know about all things Charleston. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.